Salibonani Makadi. Hello everyone, welcome back to another broadcast of the African Diaspora News Channel with me, your host, Maritawana Sitole Imali. And if you're just joining us for the first time, you're most definitely welcome. Please do not hesitate to like, share, subscribe, and of course hit that notification bell for more content. Now, the Chinese ambassador to Zimbabwe, who goes by the name Go Xiaochan, yesterday defended Chinese companies who have been accused of abusing local workers, saying that they were actually law-abiding. Now, speaking at the Chinese investment seminar hosted by a resource center in Harare, Guo also said dismissed allegations that China was gradually turning Zimbabwe into its colony. Now, he and I quote, China has no history of invading and enslaving other countries, and Chinese people have naturally friendly emotions towards African people. A few weeks ago, the job fair co-organized by the Chamber of Chinese Enterprises and Stanbic Bank was successfully concluded with a great turnout, as he says. He says that Chinese investment in Zimbabwe always stay committed to the principle of equal consultation, complies with the business rules, and respects the independent choices of the Zimbabwean government and the people. The Chinese ambassador said China would never attach political strings in financing projects in Africa. He said the so-called looting resources or neo-colonialism are groundless accusations and slanders by a few people with ulterior motives. Now, China has actually also pledged to invest in Zimbabwe, to continue investing in Zimbabwe. Now, according to this Chinese ambassador to Zimbabwe, more Chinese companies are expected to invest in Zimbabwe if high-quality products are introduced. He was addressing delegates in Harare at an investment forum. The Chinese ambassador said Chinese private investments have become a vital force to promote Zimbabwe's economy. He said some Chinese companies were already revitalizing idle resources in the country and were actually actively investing in tobacco farming, building materials, the manufacturing sector, and freight logistics. He said, and I quote, the investments are introducing Zimbabwe's high-quality products into external markets, into international markets, bringing considerable forex earnings and tax revenues, tens of thousands of job opportunities and technology transfers, and they also promote Zimbabwe's competitiveness in the global economy. The ambassador to Zimbabwe, the Chinese ambassador, says China and Zimbabwe are partners as they share a long tradition of mutual assistance in times of need. He also mentioned projects that the Chinese companies have been involved with in Zimbabwe, which is such as the National Pharmaceutical Warehouse, the 1,000 borehole project, and the new Parliament building in Mount Hampton, which I have reported on before. Other projects include the Kariba South Hydro Power Station expansion, Wange Thermal Power Station expansion, which is the main power station for the country, Victoria Falls International Airport upgrading, expansion and upgrading of the Robert Mugabe International Airport, and the Net1 broadcast construction, which were financed through Chinese support. Well, these are the number of projects that the Chinese are involved in the country in Zimbabwe, and yet they say they are not trying to colonize the country at all. Please do let us know what you think in the comment section. Do not be afraid to share your opinions. And also, please do not hesitate to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at African Diaspora News Channel. You can, of course, find me, Maritawana, on Instagram and Twitter at MaritaWanaZW. From me and the team, it's bye for now. Cheers!